Yeah, I kinda rushed this, like, I totally was ready, I had everything, like, set up, OBS, the YouTube page, the Tennis Ace game itself. Then I got a bit distracted and just delayed things for a few minutes. Had to re-upload the thumbnail for episode 38, which was yesterday, by the way. Only half an hour, sadly, but yeah, I'm doing that. I am also checking out to... sorry. I'm also checking out extracurricular activities right now because I heard that Decker Link actually had just finished the dozer route, and I wanted to check to see if that was finished because I just kept my ears shut, my eyes closed to that. Like, I wanted to play the dozer route by myself, even if it's like off stream, like not for this series, but I got through like day 5 with dozer, I think, or day 6 actually. We did the garden route or something like that, but yeah, we did 6 days of that, and nothing else got updated with the arts, so wanted to see if that got updated. 1.71. Let's see what that log has. I love how it's like we're talking about, or we're playing Tennis Ace, but I'm talking about extracurricular activities. Hello, everybody saying hi. And any minute now will this load. You should also keep in mind too that if my internet is terrible in any way, you gotta blame my team for trying to upload a video. Like, I'm the guy who's responsible for like the camera, recording the footage, basically the film guy for the team, and I recorded the game like that I played yesterday. If you guys didn't see the last stream, I was rushing to my last game after the stream, and I record it, and it turns out I'm recording it for like the wrong account, and I have to transfer it over. And so then, yeah, I had to download it onto my computer, re-upload it, like drag it to the new account, and now that's taking like hours to load. Ugh, great, right? Yeah, nothing much in the chat for me to look at. No offense, guys. I'm just saying, like, nothing for me to be like, oh, they're questioning me, but yeah. So let's see what that dozer update has, or is it a dozer update? Nope, just Darius and yeah, just Darius stuff. Who cares? Might as well just download the update because I swear I have the older version. Alright, so anyway, yeah, let me get back to the game itself that we have on hand. We are on, okay, that's page 1 where I checked out like some of the other stuff. I recorded some for like before I did this series, and then after or during this series, yeah, I got a bunch of saves. So here we have our page 6, which is June's page for me. Alright. So I'm like doing 2 things at once, guys. Quality content here, just totally not even paying attention to the game on hand. Download this. Meanwhile, as I'm downloading extracurricular activities' update. Here we go. While that downloads, we'll get back to the game on hand. And thank God extracurricular activities doesn't have any music, so if I try and open it off camera, then it won't do anything. So, yeah. Oh, somebody asked me a question. Did I miss anything? And how's it been? You did not miss anything. You just watched me go on a random tangent for 4 minutes, and things have been pretty good, other than the fact that I had to get up at 4 today, only to drive down 2 hours to this tournament, and then find out, oh, they moved it to next week. It was so weird. Like, we were at the gym, we're there, and it was like, wait, nobody's here. What the heck is going on? And that was what started our long trip back. Or should I say just like a medium trip back? It was 2 hours. Oh, hey, Lad is back. And yeah, so goes life. So yeah, without any further distractions, other than what's happening, my tangent, let's get into the reading. Alright, we're here. No more distractions, right? Whatever. Oof, getting lag. Yeah, I also... Yeah, I'm going on too many tangents. Just one quick little thing. I'm uploading another video for my team or whatever, so that's why maybe the internet's slow, but... Yeah, so that's kind of the problem. So, yeah. Back to the reading. Ugh, so sleepy. I don't want to go out today. Oof, who said that? Dark with the McDonald's internet. Why you gotta be doing me like that, Jaro? So yeah, here we go with the character select. If anybody's even at this point yet, I bet it's like still like 2 minutes behind with the loading. Yeah. This is what happens when I upload too many things at once. So yeah, we are going to June, and let's see, back to the live dashboard. No hope for that preview screen. That preview screen's always like 20 minutes behind or something. Whatever. So another day comes by where I have absolutely nothing to do. Man, I hate not having the courts operational. Just after I had gotten fired up to practice more. Still, I have to find some way to entertain myself. If I were to go home now, no doubt I'd end up bored out of my mind there. Same, I feel ya. I got home and was like, what do? I just have the whole day off. But yeah. So Dilly asked me if I watched Deckerlink's video. No, like I said, I want to keep Dozer's, like, you know, route not spoiled for me, and I want to play it myself, so, yeah. Back to the reading! Too distracted today, guys. Mom is definitely going to be busy with work, and Aki is going to be at his own club. It's stuff like this that makes me miss being in a private club. I don't want to be thinking about this right now. I just need a distraction. Which is exactly why I decided to come here. Pardon my intrude. Wait, there's someone here with June? Oh, I remember this guy. Nico-san, you came here today too? Well, yeah, I did ask if it was okay for me to drop by every now and then last time I was here. Is it a bad time? No, someone else just dropped by to see me before you came here. I look at the guy next to June. I haven't even thought of a voice for this guy. Yeah, everybody's commenting about my lagging. Let me just type it in the chat. Sorry guys, the lag is just too much. Where can I put this mic so I can still talk to you guys? Perfect. Right on my drawing tablet. Alright, so yeah, just mentioned that I'm downloading extracurricular activities, or another game I said. 3.5 minutes left, guys. We will get through this, I swear. Alright, save that. So, I look at the guy next to June. He's a panda, which I guess is kinda unusual. Interesting. Pandas aren't all that common in Japan. They mostly live in China. Oh, no, my other video just went off. Quality entertainment. So pandas aren't all that common in Japan. They mostly live in China and the neighboring regions. Well, it's not like they're super rare here either. Especially in later years. Immigration has done a nice job of getting a lot of different species that weren't common in Japan to show up around here. Just to show up. Didn't have to go through all the paperwork, they just kind of appeared one day.
Nico-san, this is Sora. He is my next door neighbor.
Your neighbor? The bear turns to me. From the get-go, I can see that he's avoiding eye contact, as he's directly staring at my soul. Jeez. Those eyes also are kind of small compared to like most of the other characters. Like everybody else has got like those anime style eyes and he's just got realistic eyes and it's like, whoa, that's different. Don't tell me he's the standoffish type. Hi, I'm Sora Kimura. Nice to meet you and stuff. Hi, Sora Kun? I'm Nico Mishimaya. I'm one of Jun's classmates. The panda nods, his eyes still glued to the floor. Yeah, I know who you are. You're pretty famous here in this school and all. Is that so? Awkward. Seriously, that was the most robotic introduction I've ever seen. I can't tell whether this guy has an attitude problem or if he's just avoiding me.
Sora-kun, you should really try to at least look at him while you talk.
As soon as he was called out on it, the panda lifted his gaze from the floor and focused his eyes on me. I could immediately make out a reddish tint on his cheeks as he did so.
Sorry, Nico-san, he is a bit shy.
Shy? This whole thing was because he was shy? Is that so? Could have fooled me. The bear looks away from me again, his cheeks turning even redder. Sorry, I'm not good at talking to people. It's alright. This sort of thing is a lot more common than you think. Still, man, I really thought you were some sort of delinquent. Damn. Like, this face ain't a delinquent looking face. I mean, come on, man. He looks too cheerful and innocent.
Nico-san!
What? How dense. Good old Nico. Behave yourself! Huh? What did I do?
I'm sorry, Sora-kun. Nico-san can be a little dense sometimes.
There it is. Somebody had to say it. Let me see what happened in the dashboard. Oof, there it is. Extracurricular activities is finally up to date. Or not, at least it's finally in my folder. Move to the documents. In a few seconds, I can close another window and we will have faster internet. In limbo. Yeah, I put the other one in there too for in limbo. Oh shoot, maybe I should try opening it first, just to test it out. So yeah, guys, how are you guys' days? Or not multiple days, but how have you guys been lately? Oof, guess what all we got is chat. So sorry about that. Alright, almost done, guys. Just gotta get through the security. I'm sorry if it really looks like I'm taking you guys for granted with this. I just feel like you guys are chill enough and like trusting enough for me to not just like blow you off with this. I feel like this is really rude to do for a stream, but I swear, like doing this part, it's gonna take me like a minute tops just to check the save files. Alright, should be loading. Load game. Okay, everything's perfect. Bye, game. And we will close that other window. Yay, only one window. Alright, so... yeah, we are back to the reading now. So, what? I'm dense? Seriously, what did I do? It's alright. I guess I had that one coming.
Nico-san, you say that you thought someone was a delinquent because he was having a hard time talking to you. You just made him more self-conscious.
Oh, really? I'm sorry, I totally didn't mean to. Jeez, I'm not used to being lectured by June of all people. Like I said, it's alright. I'm glad he's not mad at me about it. I guess I am really a little dense sometimes, huh? Or I really am a little dense sometimes, huh?
No kidding.
Don't agree with me so easily.
Then don't say something so agreeable.
Alright. I'll let it go this time.
As if you had a choice.
Okay, who are you and what have you done to the normally meek June? Don't just try to laugh it off. I swear, he's getting more and more comfortable with me as time passes by. I'm no longer sure that's a good thing. Alright, so let me see. How are you guys doing with the lag? Is it really bad still? Because it's been red this entire time. Oof, and it keeps doing this offline thing where it keeps turning off and on. Yeah. This ain't a good stream. Like, the one time I finally invest my time into a stream, it's like, shoot, now I have to upload this video. Let me check on that. 83%, guys. Okay, once it's done, I swear, once it's done, I'm going to close out the window and this stream will be more functioning. Stream resumed. Oh, goodness. Isn't this the greatest? Thank you to all 6 of you watching, like each and every one of you for like 4 of you. Just the numbers keep dwindling. Shout out to everybody who's still here though. Like, I really didn't expect this all to happen. Like, if I wasn't uploading that other video, I swear this would be like a more fluid stream. Finally, what did I miss? Oh boy. You missed me basically cutting in and out with the stream. Like, it should register, like, at least after in post especially, but yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna look for you guys. So, yeah. Anyway, water break. Back to the reading. I'm no longer sure that's a good thing. I'll just let that go for now. By the way, Sora-kun, I've never seen you around school before. Are you another transfer student like June, or are you a freshman? The latter. Although I'm also new in town, my family only moved here from Hokkaido a few months ago. Oh, is that so? How was it like in Hokkaido? Jeez. Names, they're so hard. There was a lot of snow. I kind of miss it. Most of all, I miss the ice hockey. Ice hockey? What's that? How the hell do you not hear about ice hockey? I mean, okay, maybe in Japan, yeah. I guess you can accept that. I bet other, like, you know, warmer climate places, like the writers from Brazil. Yeah, I can let that one slide, but I mean, you live in America, like North America continent at least, and it's like everybody's heard of ice hockey.
So, you seriously don't know what ice hockey is?
Not really. I don't pay much attention to other sports. Or, well, I at least assume it's a sport. Is it like Olympic skating? No, it's... how can I even explain ice hockey to someone who's never heard about it?
I wouldn't even bother with it.
Hey, that's mean.
Just being honest, if you don't pay attention to other sports in the first place, why would you pay attention when he tried to explain hockey to you?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I hate the fact that he's right. Oh, thanks a lot for saying that. I really am trying to, like, get the best of both worlds. I was, like, originally downloading 3 things at the start of this stream, which, let me just say, I will never do that again, or at least really try not to. If I forget to do it sometime in the distant future, feel free to harp on me and hit the dislike button. Like, if I do that, you guys gotta hold me accountable. But yeah, right now I got one more thing, and it's at 85%. Yeah, it's a 2 gig file, and it's like at 1.7. We almost there, boys. So, indeed, I hate the fact that he's right. Yeah. I'll at least let it slide this time, smartass.
What? I'm just telling the truth.
If you say so. By the way, Sora-kun, if you don't mind me asking, why did your family move here in the first place? Saitama is not exactly the closest place to Hokkaido. My parents wanted me to get into a good high school so I'd have a better chance at college. Since Saitama has one of the best high schools and one of the best colleges in the country, they decided this place would make more sense to move to. Oh, there's a college too here? Low-key, that's like how we are, like where I'm going. It's like, got a pretty good high school in the area, and then we got really good junior college in the area. It's hype. And yeah. Oh, is my cousin back? Oh, who is it? Mr. Fluffyfoot? Oh, you're talking about Sora. Oh, come on. Distant cousins, man. I remember like one stream I was doing or something like that. There was like another red panda in the stream, and we were like just going at it. We're like, oh, we're cousins, and just like getting into like, oh no, what's even cousins? We were pretending that we were like brothers or something like that. And I'm like, gotta control this little brother. It was great. That was like a while ago. That was like a Yuki Kuki stream. Honestly, I haven't really seen many streams from him in a while, or at least he's been doing oh my god, I forgot the name. Camp Buddy. Yeah, that's it. He did Camp Buddy a lot, and then I forget, like, he did something else maybe, but he kind of went off the map for me. At least I didn't get any notifications. Guess I gotta hit that bell. But yeah, I kind of like Sora. Also, a fun little fact that Dirk also has kind of like an alternate Sona, or kind of like, you know, kind of like a werewolf form, but like, I would say more like panda form of him. But yeah, there's like, you know, a panda version of Dirk, where it kind of has the streaks going down for like a bit of his face. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I got like, you know, an alternate version of my Sona, so they could be interchangeable maybe. Maybe I'll low-key have my panda Dirk be like hosting one of these episodes or whatever, or be like the on screen for one of them. Who knows? Like I said, distant cousins. I guess that makes sense. Although I think the warmer climate can't have been easy to get used to. Yeah, tell me about it. It was a real B word over here. Don't want to get demonetized. Even though I accidentally let fly out some words. So, back to the reading. I still feel like I'm wearing too many clothes when I come to school. Awkward silence. Like, low-key, I feel like Sora's gonna be the guy who has so many awkward silent moments. Really hope he comes back in some of the other days. So, oh yeah, our school is pretty rigid with uniform over here. You're only allowed to drop the blazer in the summer. Jeez, that sucks. Can't imagine like having to wear like a full-on school uniform and the fancy, top, like, suits. Ugh, I remember doing that in like middle school and that was still awful. Alright. Ugh, the lag is still there. I swear it's almost done, guys. 87%. It's like every time I'm checking back, 2% gets updated. No. Shoot. Okay, back to the events. I just accidentally hit events. It shows, yeah, I'm live streaming this episode right now. This is an episode of many follies. And so much lag. So, back to the story. You're only allowed to drop the blazer in the summer. It's not just the blazer. If it were up to me, I'd be walking around shirtless. That's how hot this place is to me. Whoa. Oomph. I'm sorry. Can't be thirsty on stream. Oh, ouch. That can't be good. But low-key, I'm like that too, like, going outside, taking the dog out sometimes at night. It's like 50 degrees, and it's just like, still shirtless because I didn't feel like putting a shirt on. I can relate to Sora a lot. Yeah, that's why we're distant cousins. So, wait a minute. Aren't our classrooms air-conditioned?
Yeah, about that. The air conditioning system in Sora-kun's classroom broke 2 weeks ago. They still haven't gone around to fixing it.
Oof. I feel you there though, Sora. When I was in my, our gym is getting remodeled. I think I said this in my other streams that our gym is getting remodeled, so like the electricity is out, the air conditioning is out, the water system is out, so we have like, the porta potties outside. Yeah, it's like a hot mess, like a literal hot mess in there. And we still have to go through our whole entire season with this. We don't get that thing finished until after I leave, so sucks to be me. Oh God. I think I understand your pain now. The panda sighs. Upon a closer look, I realize that his fur is very matted. Oof. No doubt from sweat. You don't. You really don't. Sorry. Poor fella. Oh, I like the little phrase. Anyway, as much as I like the air conditioning in this room, I was asked to run some errands after class. I only came by to give you the package.
Oh, so you're going already?
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna end up being late.
Okay then. Thanks again, Sora-kun.
Don't mention it. He turns to me, his eyes immediately darting to the floor. How come he's so comfortable with June and so nervous around me? Maybe I should have given him a little more confidence in his voice when he's talking to June. I'm trying to go for that, kind of meek but deep voice type of shy person. Like, that's what I see Sora as. Anyway, let's try this again. It was a pleasure meeting you and Nico Senpai. Senpai noticed me. Sorry. Why do I always do this? Well, why am I like this? Senpai, you really don't have to call me that. No, really, you're making me blush. All right, let me get the chat up here so I can see what's going on. Too much lag. I know. Oh God, I'm terrible. I played volleyball last 2 weeks during my PE lessons. Ayy. Gotta learn a thing or two from me, from just talking about it. And that's how you beat everybody. Just be like, I heard about volleyball in a visual novel once. I totally got this. Alright, so Akira asked, how are you? Pretty good, as I check the upload. 89% A every time. So let me see the time here. 30:15. Okay, so 30:15, it's at 89%. So I'm gonna check back every so often just to kind of see the rate of it. I assume it'll be done by 50 minutes, maybe? Just a guess. So yeah, you really don't have to call me that. And I agree, I also like Sora a lot. At least so far, I do. Like, I did read this before and I don't remember anything bad, so only blue skies from here. Why can't you just call me son like you do with June?
It's true. Nico-san is nowhere near reliable enough to be called that.
Oof! June, why you gotta hit me with the fire today? Do you have a grudge against me or something?
Huh? No, why?
The fact that he can criticize me so innocently really scares me. Oh man, that lag game. I'm surprised none of you are watching. Like, honestly, if I were you, if this were me, like, watching me right now, like, I'd just be like, peace. But I can't fight. Oh, good night, Dilly. I forgot you're on Eastern time. At least that's what you said in a couple of streams, because everybody was, like, shouting out their time zones on, like, a couple of episodes ago. But yeah, do you on that. Like, if I was in that tournament that was postponed to next week, if that was today, I would have just, like, not done this even. I would have just passed out at, like, 7 o'clock. The lag is abysmal. Kira, I feel like you're low-key just trying to distract me while the lag catches up. Why does it keep saying stream complete when it's just lag? Okay, so over the course of 2 minutes, it's 1%. So 1% for every 2 minutes. And you're at 90%, so 20 minutes left, guys. I totally am gonna call that. So the fact that he can criticize me so innocently really scares me. Oh, I forgot to say also, yeah, good night, Dilly. Sorry for being rude. So forget it. And yeah, half of you dropped out. I understand, guys. Now, seriously, if you're not liking what's going on or anything I'm doing or just how distracted I am, feel free to dislike. I'm gonna be the only YouTuber who says, feel free to dislike my video. Just because I need that, like, criticism. Like, you know, you can't just, you know, butter me up, man, with things. I mean, yeah, if you like it, of course, like, yeah, show your support. But yeah, if you genuinely, like, you know, if you really are, like, you know, concerned or have some kind of conflict or criticism with that, yeah, just leave a comment. Just, like, do what you need to do. So, yeah, forget it. Anyway, it was nice meeting you, Sora-kun. Hearing my words, the panda's eyes finally lift to meet with mine, flashing me a brilliant smile. Yeah, it was. Bye! With those words said, the bear walks out of the classroom without a glance back. Here we go. Let me just toggle my... Okay, perfect. With those words said, the bear walks out of the classroom without a glance back. That guy is really something. Not where I was going with this, but I guess I'll accept it. By the way, what's this package that he came to drop off for you? Huh?
Oh, we were talking about some games and Sorakun offered to lend me his PlaySystem Viva.
God. PlayStation Vita? Wait, was it PlayStation Vita, guys? I think it was. I'm not gonna search it because I don't want to ruin my internet again. Yeah. Yeah, to the guy, oh yeah, it was Akira who said that this is crap. I'm sorry, but I mean the internet specifically. Understandable. Wait, it's so bad I can't even send messages. Like, I got like a red bar. Receiving your content. Your audience will get to see it in a moment. Oof. This ain't good. Try again. How do I resend? Whatever. It'll be the comment that will never be seen. So,
There was a game in it that I really wanted to play, but I didn't have the money to buy the console.
wow, that's awfully nice of him. %92%. All right. Oh my god, did the video just like... Oh my god, it's been so bad that the video itself just restarted. Oof. I'm hoping it's saved though. Like, I hope it's still like processing. Episode 39 part 2. Jeez. This will be the infamous episode known as the episode with absolute garbage internet. Stream complete. Oh my god. Up. It's up. It's like dying multiple times. Why am I like this? I think he should have just said wait an hour for me to start the stream. I'm uploading another video, but yeah. You learn to make mistakes. 92%, come on. So, yeah. I'm gonna continue with this. So, wow, that's awfully nice of him.
Well, like I said, he's a really nice guy.
Huh. This goes to show that you can never trust first impressions. Wait, this reminds me. Didn't I promise to lend June one of my consoles a while back? Jeez, I really am forgetful with this kind of thing. What game was it that you wanted to play?
The new Monster Tamer game. I heard that it's the best one ever released, so I was really dying to play.
Huh. I've never played that franchise before. Is it any good? Okay, just double checking my live stream recording. At least the recording separately is all in one chunk, so if I re-upload this, it will be clean, no lag. So, is this new Monster Tamer game any good?
If you like hardcore equipment grinding and multiplayer gaming.
Oh, I love multiplayer gaming, but I don't know. I was always terrible at it though, but I just loved like just messing around and stuff with it. That and like, you know, the freelancing games like GTA and stuff. Always down for those. Pass.
Too bad. It could have been fun if the two of us played together.
Oof, we could have gone on a date together. I'm not really into mandatory grinding. Come on, Nico, you're gonna get used to it. You're gonna want to do it. Or any other form of grinding for that matter. Come on. Why you gotta be so specific? This is the main reason I could never get into MMOs. Mixed. Oh, should I say it? I low-key feel like I'll get demonetized or somehow get this video taken down for saying this. Is it worth the risk? Here it goes. I could never get into mixed male orgies. Totally a horrible joke, but you know what I mean. Anyway, what brought you here today, Nico-san? Me? Nothing much. I just felt like chatting for a bit.
Did you want to watch me play again?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the reasons I came by. I really enjoyed watching you last time.
Thanks. I really enjoyed playing for you too.
Talk about an earnest guy. How have you been feeling though? You're not pushing yourself, are you?
This conversation again. I thought we had already gone over this.
We have. I just wanted to check up on you.
I'm fine. I was fine last time and I'm still fine today. You don't have to worry so much. Seriously, don't. It's annoying.
Message received. And here I thought I could probe him about it without upsetting him. I guess June really hates having people fuss over him like that. By the way, do you have any idea that Akutagawa guy is going to be... Man, that was a horrible reading. By the way, do you have any idea what that Akutagawa guy is going to be playing in the next competition?
No, the list of participants and their selected pieces won't be released until a few days before the competition.
Just like any other sports. Just like my tournaments, just like our league schedule. Yeah, most things are like that. I thought this kind of info was usually released at least a month before.
Usually?
Oh, different for piano competitions.
Usually, but not always. It depends on what company is organizing the competition, who their sponsors are, etc., etc. There actually isn't much of a standard as one would expect. A lot of the rules are completely dependent on the organizers.
That's not very encouraging.
I know. It's just something you've got to learn to deal with early in your career. On the bright side, it also means that players can pick up and choose what competitions they sign up for based on what sets of regulations they feel more comfortable with.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Not that I have the luxury of choosing, of course. I just have to sign up for everything that comes my way and pray to my lucky stars that I can win.
That'd be interesting though if this, not logic, this piece of the story comes back to haunt us later on. Like, we get to these competitions and it's like we meet new people that June knew as a kid or something. Like, I would love to see that, like, more people that knew June as a kid and like would like talk about him, like, oh, yeah, I remember him being like this as a young kid or whatever. Like, that'd be kind of fun though to see more of June's piano, not even buddies, but just June's piano rivals. Kind of like the 7 ex-boyfriends of Scott Pilgrim Saves the World or something like that. Terrible names. But yeah, it's like that Scott Pilgrim movie. It's like that, like the 7 deadly exes, the 7 deadly piano rivals of June. That would be chaotic. Hey, we're at 96%, guys, for the other video, not this one, but soon that video will be up, and hopefully my other video here will be on my channel. There it is, button. I just want to check that, yeah, 2 videos of June or bust. Like, that's how bad this stream has been. Like, it's just been so choppy. And it says offline again. Congratulations. Probably gonna break the record for most times I got cut off by the stream. Don't worry, we're almost there. 4% more. This is gonna look so awkward in the end when I upload this afterwards. Like, it's just gonna be one continuous video, but everybody's gonna be like, Why is he complaining so much? Except the people that were on the stream with this. Like, you guys are the true homies for just staying with me. Alright. So, back to the story.
But it's not really that bad. Regulations can vary from what clothes you're allowed to wear to what songs you're allowed to choose. Whether or not you can have accompanist, is that the right pronunciation? Whatever. Or whether or not you can have an accompanist playing another instrument. Things like that.
Oh, I would love to see this. Like, I would love to see Keisuke playing the violin or the... spoilers for the Keisuke route again. I did it again. Keisuke, for anybody who doesn't know, Keisuke plays the guitar. He also played violin in the past. So, yeah, that'd be pretty cool to see. Like, you know, go to like the second or the third competition or whatever, and you see them just like jamming out for this contest. Like, I'd be so down. Shout out to the one person watching, the true homie. Oh god. What have I done? What about this one? What are the rules for it?
There isn't much regulation when it comes to clothing other than the statement that all participants must be adequately clothed, which by itself is pretty vague. Set lists can include any songs from a list of pre-approved composers whose names I would not even bother reciting to you.
You and your peasant brain.
The only real regulation when it comes to songs is that you have to pick a piano solo, so accompanists are very much not allowed. To be fair, this is pretty much as close as you can get to a standard when it comes to rules for competitions.
I am so hoping still though, like hoping that the last competition or something like that, it climaxes to like Keisuke being the accompanist for June or whatever. That would be so cool. Basket, please make this happen. It doesn't sound like it leaves much room for individuality though.
It's like I told you before, competitions aren't really the place for that sort of thing. Players who want to showcase their individuality would have a better time taking part in a recital.
Have you ever taken part in a piano recital?
Once. It was quite a few years ago.
Why don't you do it again?
I'd like to, but that sort of thing is impossible for someone like me.
Someone like you? What does that even mean?
Can we just change the subject?
Oof, he is hiding something from me. And he's not even doing a good job of it. I don't know if I should probe him about it. He'd probably just get mad at me. We don't want to be rude, so let's stay quiet. No, that'd be a bad idea. He's already gotten annoyed at me once for probing him about his welfare. I doubt he'd be very receptive to me ignoring his request to not talk about something. I really want to know about it though. The downsides of being courteous. Actually, now that I think of it, is there even any upside to it? You really suck at hiding things, you know.
Huh?
I mean, it's plain as day that you're hiding something. But it's alright. I'll let it slide. You'll tell me when you're ready to tell me.
Thanks, Nico-san.
Aw, don't get used to it though. I'm doing it just this one time.
I'm still not gonna tell.
Oh, how cruel. I wonder if there'll ever be a good time for me to ask about it. Oof, the end of day 2. Let's check on that video. 99%, we're almost there, guys. Then we'll have a normal stream for once. I'm just gonna do that right now and just type on Twitter that my video that's conflicting is finally going to be uploaded. Gonna do this on the Safe for Work account though. The one that I tagged on the bottom right corner of this video, Dirk the Red Pan 1. Yeah, kind of learned that, you know, I should have like, you know, a private, not even a private, a public, but yeah, just one for, you know, more business, more, you know, more safe for working, more, yeah, I would say more business friendly per se. Yeah, one like that, and then one that's, you know, more freeing and just more of a free for all of my accounts. So, all right, let's log in. Shout out to the 3 people watching for just hanging in there. 99%. It's like 2 megabytes away. Or it's like 20 or 2 megabytes or something like that away. Oh, and Zillion's gonna stream soon. Should I go through day 3 or should I? Nah, I'm gonna go through day 3. I didn't give you guys enough last time. So let me just tweet the video that's been making my stream lag is finally uploaded. Now my stream will continue without terrible lag. Hashtag tennis ace. Why not? Just gonna put that in there. This is on my SFW. Dude, that last 0.01 gigabyte is the real grind for my Twitter, or not my Twitter, for my uploading video account. Like, we have one of those where it's like, you know, it's like an app or whatever for like your team sports or whatever, so you could upload all your team video onto that site without having to make it public or anything. So yeah, this is the behind the scenes of Dirk the Red Panda just twittering. Honestly, maybe I should just like put this window up while I'm doing it just so you guys know what I'm doing. Retweet. There we go. 4 notifications, wow. Yeah, I was talking to Decker about, like, he wanted to play, like, some new games, and 2 of them were games I've played on this channel, actually. Both of which are currently, I'm waiting for updates in, which include the Hasty Night and After Class. I wonder if you heard about, oh no, he said that he heard it from suggestions because he was like, leave comments about it. But, yeah, that's everybody. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so those are the notifications. Sign out of that. Why is that last 0.01 taking forever? Let's continue with the story then. It'll probably be done by the time I finish this character select. I mean the choice, not the whole day. Dear God, that'd be long. So another day, more schoolwork to do. Yay, June. I'm just gonna save here. Back to the reading. Sigh. Half of the day has already gone by and nothing exciting has happened. You have not seen my stream, Nico. You have not. Other than our classes discussing preparations for the festival, it's mostly just the same boring routine of studying. How boring. Without practice to break it up, it gets tedious very quickly. I was kind of looking forward to lunch with everyone, but both Shuichi and Saya had to excuse themselves because of their other duties. As for June, he just kind of disappeared before the bell even struck. Hence, I'm now walking around on my own, trying to find something to do. Must vent feelings on the roof. Before I even decided on where I wanted to go, My feet already began carrying me through a familiar path. Well, I guess the roof is as good a place as any. Hey, we finally have a green stream for health, or a green health bar for the stream. First time in ages. I might as well take a nap since I've got nothing better to do anyway. I'm telling you, it'd be a great idea. Again, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. Suddenly, as I'm walking out to the roof, I hear a set of voices talking very loudly. Well, that wasn't very loud. It's two male voices. For some reason, they sound really familiar, but I can't quite place them. It seems they didn't hear me coming in because they continued chatting as if nothing happened. Taken by my curiosity, I press myself against the wall so they can't see me, trying to listen in on their conversation. Ultimate sneak. Come on, pretty please. I really think it'd be really fun if we got together and did it. No. It's been years since I last did that. I'm way too out of practice. I'm sure it'd be just a bad time. It'd just be a bad time for you. That's not true. I just really want to do it with you. I see what you're doing there. The entendres. ... What the hell is going on here? Do it? What do they mean? Do what? They couldn't possibly be talking about that, right? And on a school rooftop of all places. I'm not gonna say it. There's a time and place for that on my other routes. Look, I already said no, okay? I don't need to spend quite a bit of time preparing if I'm gonna do it with you. Otherwise, there'd be no way I could keep up. So you're saying you'd do it if you could have more time to practice. Why does this guy sound so excited? Maybe. I'm not making any promises, okay? Yay, I can't wait. Oh, it's probably June. What the hell is going on here? Unable to stand by anyone, wow, I can't read. Unable to stand it anymore, I walk out to interrupt their conversation and... Of course. June and Keisuke. Like I said, I spoiled day 3 of this for you guys on day 2. Good going, me. ... Huh? Nico-san? Taken completely by shock, I let out a deafening scream. So smooth. What the hell are you doing? Don't just do that all of a sudden. My ears, are they bleeding? Am I deaf? I'm pretty sure you're fine. The only thing broken is his mind. What the hell are you two doing? I didn't know you two were that close. That close? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I heard your entire conversation. You two were talking about doing it together. Doing it together. You thought we were talking about that? What is wrong with you? What are you guys talking about? No, June. Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be so innocent? This idiot here thought we were talking about hooking up. Huh? Well, weren't you? You guys were talking about doing it together, and how it'd be really fun if we did it together. He was asking me to do a duet with him in the violin. What? I told him I hadn't played it in a while, and he insisted that he thought it'd be fun if we played together. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Even if we both swung that way, do you really think either of us is the type to just talk about that sort of thing so casually? Honestly, I need to get a photo of this. This is just too precious. Not like anybody is really watching at this point. I scared you all away with my terrible internet speed. So yes, back to the story. Oh man, I really messed up. Oops. Don't just oops me, jackass. Just look at poor Kobayashi. I think he completely glitched out. June, are you alright? I wave my hand in front of his eyes, yet he remains completely motionless. Oh boy. June-san, are you alright? June merely stood frozen in place. I think his brain shorted out. You think? Time for Plan B. Plan B? Keikun reached behind June's ears, gently holding onto his left one and reaching in close. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. What are you? Stunned by the sudden motion, I do nothing in response and... Wake up! Keisuke screams directly into June's ear, making the tiger jump back. What's going on? It seems like Keisuke just forcibly rebooted June's systems. Are you sure that wasn't some sort of gentler, or are you sure there wasn't some sort of gentler approach? Why stick to the uncertain when I know of something that would work? Hard to argue with that logic. Did you really have to scream that loud into my ear? All I can hear from that side is buzzing. Your fault for just freezing up like that. I needed time to process. What are you, some sort of old model computer? You shouldn't completely freeze up when you're trying to deal with things. I feel bad for this guy. He's rubbing the left side of his head as if his ear is really hurting. I make sure to properly apologize to him, at least in my mind. I feel you with that. I'm terrible at apologizing. Nika-san, what the hell kind of weird ideas do you have cooking up in that head of yours? I don't really have an answer to that. Sorry. I don't even know what to feel about this. Again, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Oof, looks like my upload is complete. Alright, let me just check that link to see if it worked. Video. Da, 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 da. Perfect. It's uploaded. We can finally log out of this and finally get back to the tennis age stream. It's on yellow health, and honestly, anything is good for me on this stream now. We are back for real now. So let me just quickly type that. So the stream should no longer be glitchy. And yeah, I'll get through day 3, and if there's not that many people left here, I'll probably just like maybe tap out, because I don't want to just do this without, you know, I don't want to really, you know, kind of burn myself into the night and just go to like 11 doing it if nobody wants to. Like, I mean, it's not because like nobody's watching, it's just one of those things where I go, if nobody is watching, then might as well not overexert myself. Like if I had like 20 people watching or 15 or 10, I would, yeah, ask you guys and make sure that I don't just cut you guys off. But yeah, if I get like, you know, very low amounts of people watching and nobody says anything, yeah, I'll just like, you know, take it easy and just have a relaxing late evening to myself. Yes, but once again, sorry for this whole shebang of things. I have it all recorded with my OBS, so I'll re-upload this entire stream just so it's all clean for you guys. And once again, I probably have to figure out how to get the editing software down. I have Premiere, and then I got a problem with it timing out. So, like, as in timing out, I meant, like, it was supposed to be, like, completely, like, paid for and all done, having an older version like CS6. Turns out it goes into, like, a trial mode, and I can't get out of it, and then it just locked me out. And then it got very laggy when I was in trial mode. So I'm gonna have to ask my computer specialist about it this week. First world problems, am I right? Ugh. Oof. It's fine. Yeah, it's weird. My OBS is actually a lot more responsive than my YouTube chat right now. So, it's fine from Mr. Fluffy Fluffed. So glad you guys, you know, are supportive of me with this. Thanks again. So, sorry for distracting everybody again. Let's get back to the reading. But you two have to admit, you were saying some pretty misleading things. I admit to nothing. What?
Same here. We're clearly not the ones at fault.
You two could try to work with me at least a little bit here. Nope, not gonna happen. Talk about stubborn. So, you two were talking about playing a duet, right? Trying to change the subject, I see. I'll pretend I didn't notice that. Well, thank you for your restraint. You're welcome. That evil smile of Keisuke. I feel like every time he does that, it's like, he's gonna do something nasty. He's gonna, like, try and screw us up. But either way, yeah, Kobayashi wanted me to play violin with him on a duet.
I thought it'd be fun if we played classical piece together.
While I don't entirely reject the notion, I really don't think I'd be the best for that. I haven't played in years. Seriously, Nico-san, why did you have to tell him I played the violin? Now this is my fault?
Come on, Keisuke-san. I'll give you all the time you need to practice again. Why not give it a spin?
You really are pushy about this, aren't you?
If it gets me what I want.
You're even aware of it? Come on, Keikun, why not give it a try? Now you're in on it too? Oh, come on, just look at June. How can you say no to this cute little face?
Pretty please.
Ah, such a dweeb. Love him. You two are unbelievable. Oh, is this the corner of his mouth curving up a bit in a smile? That little tiny bit? I'll think about it, okay?
Yay!
June hops around, waving his arms in the air excitedly. It's a comical sight that also warms the heart. He's so pure and sweet and precious. He really reminds me of a little kid. Which I'm sure he'd get angry at me if I said out loud. Don't get so happy about it. I only said I'd think about it.
Maybe, but that's already half the battle.
You really are an optimist by heart, aren't you?
I wonder about that.
Either way, if you two will excuse me, I think I've already had enough time to clear my mind, or my head. Either way, I should probably head downstairs.
Okay, see you later.
Talk to you later, Keikun. Thanks. See you later, too. The sound of the metal door shutting closed behind Keikun echoes loudly through the roof, leaving June and I alone here.
By the way, Nico-san, what are you doing up here?
That's supposed to be my question. I come up here all the time. You, on the other hand, do not.
He. I guess that's true. I just felt like coming upstairs, I guess.
That's it? You didn't have any real reason?
Does someone need a reason to go somewhere?
Well, yeah, of course you do.
Well, I didn't really have any. I just felt like coming here.
It's like trying to talk to a brick wall. You really don't have any more compelling reasons to come up here?
Not really. I could try making up one if that would make you feel better, though.
Are you mocking me? I feel like you're mocking me.
He.
As always, I can't tell what's going on in his head. This tiger remains as much of a mystery to me as he was when we first met.
I can't really say much about it. I just feel like wandering around sometimes. There was this one time when I felt like walking around at night, went out into the street and ended up getting lost. Boy, were my parents mad at me back then.
This guy is really a danger to himself. Oh my god, he's like an innocent puppy. Just running around and crap. Doesn't know what danger is. Seriously. My dog was like that when he was a puppy. Now he just does things like that more out of spite and anger. He's a sassy lassie. I'm not even gonna try asking for more details about it. I get the feeling the lack of logic would just drive me nuts.
He.
This isn't funny.
It is for me.
This guy. Leaving the topic of your wanderlust aside, how's the progress on your rehearsal been going? Have you managed to perfect that song you wanted to? Or perfect that song like you wanted to, sorry.
I wish. It's still nowhere near the level I want it to be when I perform. I guess I'll just have to be patient and keep practicing.
I have a hard time believing he can get any better than he already is. But then again, this guy has a history of subverting expectations. And not always in a good way.
I know I'll get there eventually. It's just a matter of practice. Though I have to admit, it's a bit frustrating at times.
Frustrating? I never thought you'd feel that practice is frustrating.
Are you kidding me? Practice is nerve-wracking. It's a constant battle against myself, trying to confront my music with sincerity, trying to overcome the musician I've always been, feeling helpless whenever I don't progress as fast as I can. It's one of the worst feelings in the world. There were times when I felt like throwing up from all the pressure.
I had no idea he could feel like this too. I thought someone like June was the type to always be having fun no matter what. I thought he'd always be happy and content as long as he had the piano. I never thought it could make him frustrated like that. Don't you worry about the meaning behind those feelings. Or don't you worry about the meaning behind those feelings?
The meaning behind them? What do you mean?
I've felt like that before. To be honest, I feel like that to this day. Whenever I'm practicing, this feeling of anxiousness starts to take hold of me. Oh, the most relatable feeling whenever you play sports or any competitive thing. Like this happened to me at my last night's match. Like I get in the game and I'm like, okay, things are gonna be fine, things are gonna be chill, don't think too hard. Get back for my first serve of the game and just whiff this thing, like tosses all off, like just like skied up into the air like a sky ball, goes like 5 feet out. It's like not even close to looking like a real serve. I looked like I was in middle school serving, and it was like kind of like one of those worst case scenario type of things. I did it and was like, what the heck did I just do? And it was like one of those games where it's like, it shouldn't matter. I should be chill about it. Next serve I go back for, I blow off that anxiousness and do a jump serve instead, and that somehow works instead. Like a standing float I completely whiff, but a jump serve I make with pace. Mind over matter, guys, that's the lesson. I start to feel like I'm not improving. I get desperate, anxious, worried, and stressed. Sometimes it makes me feel sick to my stomach. Yep, that's how I describe it. It always makes me wonder if maybe those feelings mean that I don't really love tennis. That maybe I was wrong in thinking that this is for me.
I think it's the opposite.
June gets it. June knows. The opposite? Oof, this is making him grow a lot. I can see why Basket said that.
Yeah, I think it's because we feel the way that we can know we truly love what we do.
I don't follow.
I mean, yeah, it sucks we feel like that, but think about it. Would you ever really worry that much about something you don't like? I believe that the reason we can feel so awful about the things we do is because we love what we do. We love it so much that we want to devote everything we have to it, and that makes us worry when we feel like we're not making progress. Those feelings of helplessness are awful, but in a way, I feel like they are also wonderful. Because to me, they are the proof that I really love the piano more than anything else.
Huh? Did I just hear a speech like that from June? June of all people. I never thought about it this way. I never really expect June to have something so insightful to say. In a way, he's completely surprised me again. This guy really is a little box full of surprises. I don't even know what to say here, June.
Don't say anything. It's okay to be out of words every now and then.
I really didn't expect this kind of wisdom from you, of all people, that's for sure. Oof. Ooh, look at him being pissed.
Why me of all people?
Oops. Oh, wow, that really came out wrong, huh?
What was it supposed to mean then?
Oof, this is like a new sprite. I don't think I saw this last time. Well, it's... Oh man, look at the time. I don't want to be late for class, do I?
Nico, answer me.
Sorry, the signal is cutting out. I can't hear you well. I'm going through a tunnel.
Nico-san.
See ya. Get back here. Ooh, look at him being so sassy. He ain't gonna take none of that. Oh, look, we're looking up at the sky again. 2 for 3 characters looking up at the sky. Need to have Keisuke look up at the sky now. I ended up getting chased through the school by a tiger. That was the first time in my life that I ever felt like I was being hunted. And for a guy his size, June can certainly be pretty fast when he needs to be. Alright guys, so for some reason my YouTube won't update the comments, but thank goodness that I have the comment box on my video site here, or my, on my video screen itself. So I'm gonna put it to a vote, you guys. Do you guys want to continue going with this? Like, should I keep going today, or should I tap out for today and continue tomorrow or something like that? Right. Should be loading. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, June. Okay, now it's updating. It was just like not doing anything. It was just unresponsive for a while. I understand if you guys are like, you know, not watching this and like watching other more popular YouTubers that are streaming right now as a result. So I didn't really set this up well, so that I'm gonna take this on me. Feel free to like or dislike this video. Like, I know how so many people, it's like this video, subscribe, notifications, and everybody's like trying to hype their channel up and like get all the positive stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna be the one guy, or I don't think there's that many people that do this, but I'm gonna be that guy who's like, dislike it if you feel like it. Like, if you're not liking this video, just say something. I got a few dislikes on my other videos. I'm okay with that. So, that's not everybody's taste, or the way I executed it may have not been good that episode. I know I'm not perfect. Sounds like I'm being desperate for dislikes. How sad am I? You're popular to me. Oh, thanks, Mr. Fluffy. You're so funny. So, 2 for continuing, 3 for continuing. Awesome. I'm just gonna pop up like to see what this other stream is. I was looking at Twitter and Zillion was doing a stream. I might just give like, you know, little playback feed updates for it and just like keep it on mute while I do this. So I won't like really check it much. I may like occasionally pop up and then go, oh, that's what Zillion's doing if you're curious. Where's the audio button? There we go, muted. Oh, they're just hanging out. Okay. So, yeah, Zillion's just wearing his Protogen suit. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, sounds like I'm being jealous of them. Did I miss anything? Well, I continued with day 3. As terrible as the streaming was, I got through it. You're my favorite streamer of tennis, Ace. I don't think so much, Meme Lord. But, yeah. I just, like, heard stream, and I'm like, Zillion, oh, I wonder if he's gonna draw or something like that, because that'd be easy to, like, you know, kind of just have off to the side while I do this. And the stream's on yellow health, which is pretty chill, at least. Like, that's not gonna give too many problems. So, yeah, it looks like all of you guys want me to continue, and I actually want to continue with you guys, you know. The closer we get to the day 13... closer we are to finding out what happens in the next update as soon as we can. So, yes, I guess we're back to the grinder today. The dating app. 3 days for June. Look at all these other characters. Such good chibis. Here we go, June. Hey, June. Sorry I'm late. Huh? Oof, he got some clout now. June's got his gang. Whoa, why are there so many people in here? Oh, Nika-san, you're here too. Yeah, I was thinking of swinging by a little earlier, but I was held up by the rep. What's everyone doing here? What? Are you implying that we have no business being here? I never said anything like that. Hold your horses, man. Jin. Yeah, it's Jin. Gin and Jin. Okay. Jin, you're jumping to conclusion again. If you say so. Ever the unfriendly one. We were all chatting together after class and ended up following June here. Oh, if it's so hard to do all these voices that I haven't done in like weeks. I'm like, crap, how do I do this again? I'm like, how do I get that tone right? Get away from my June. Back off, he's mine. Oh my god, you guys. I love you guys. So, oh hey, it's been a while since I've seen you, Chev-kun. Where is it? Victor Chevalier? Wait. I forget how to pronounce it. Chev-kun. I think it's Chev-kun. Either way, I'm thinking too hard. It's been a while since I've seen you, Chev-kun. I just sit here 3 chairs away from you. Don't you casually just forget I exist like that? Also, please don't call me that. Sorry, it was an honest mistake. Don't believe him for 1 second, Victor. He's the type to forget about new people in a heartbeat. Agreed. Hey, that's a pretty horrible thing you just said about me. I'm standing right here, you know. The twins shrug and sink. It took you 6 months to even be able to tell which one of us was which. Okay, low-key, that would be me, though. I am terrible with names. I'm just gonna say it. I coach, but I coach in a way, like, where my job is, like, I don't have a team, so I'm, like, doing, like, clinics and stuff, so it's, like, new people coming in, like, every week, or maybe a couple of people will be reoccurring, but I don't really get to know the players that well, so it's, I only see them maybe once a week, tops. And so it's, like, I maybe know, like, 4 or 5 of their names, but none of them know my name. And it's just like, internally I'm on that kind of like casual basis of, oh, they don't know me, might as well not say anything about my name. Like, you know, I don't want to mess up their name, so, you know. I think one person finally asked my name, like, during one of the training sessions, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And they're like, I knew it. I'm like, yay, finally somebody knows me. But yeah, I'm more of a face person where I'll see a face or their clothes, or especially with sports, I'll see like their jersey number and go, oh, it's that number from that team or that club. Like, just the aesthetic. No, right. But I'm more visual, I think, than auditory. That's just life. But yeah, no, it took me 6 months to remember your names. I could already tell you 2 apart. After all, the difference is as plain as day. Still, it's true you tend to forget about people quite easily. That voice crack. Juicy. Is that so? Nico, could it be that you're an airhead? Well, of course not!
Huh? But Nico-san, you are an airhead.
June of all people to say that. You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Oh, Nico-san, your eyes are scary.
Them anime eyes. Oof. I love you guys are like, wait, you're a coach? You coach? Yeah, I coach. Not gonna say where, but yeah. I mean, I coach club volleyball, so yeah. That's as specific as I'll get. Like, I just am doing it like kind of, you know, on the days I don't have my school and then, you know, my school volleyball team and all that. So, you know, doing it just to make extra money for university when I go off. So, you know, try my best to not end up in debt. So, let me get back to Victor. Hopefully hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm just making Victor sound stupid. Like, I'm trying to go for that kind of wee French accent, but it feels like I'm going so light on my voice that, I don't know. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound very French. June, I don't think you of all people should be saying that to him. I'm also curious now to think, what did Decker do for Victor? Because once I'm done with this video, I'm probably gonna check, because everybody was like, oh, I love the voice you did for Victor, or Basket, or somebody commented about Victor's voice being like, pretty funny or something like that, and I'm wondering where he went with this. Like, if you saw his More Natsu stream, like, I forget the guy's name, it's like, I think it's Kuya's, like, kind of apprentice or whatever, like the lion character. It's like Decker gives him like this southern hillbilly like accent, or like this very rural, really, really over exaggerated like kind of hick accent. It was just like he went ham on it, and I was just like, it was perfect. I thought, but it was one of those things where you're like, this isn't what he would sound like, but I'm enjoying it. But in all seriousness, with that series for Morinatsu, who was it? I think it's the otter character, like the one with the camera or whatever. I'm so bad with names, but yeah, it's like the character with the camera I love how he does like that kind of. I think it's a Christopher Walken impression. I forget. But it's kind of like this, something like that. I can't really do it. I'd have to see it to try it, but yeah, it was pretty funny. So, June, I don't think you of all people should be saying that to him. The fox is struggling to keep himself from laughing. He knows. Kononosuke! Oh my god, you guys. That's it. I think it was Dilly who was like, we were talking about like, hillbilly or like rural accents, and he was like, yeah, if I did voice acting, my voice is kind of like that. And I was like, I should be more careful about this stuff, It's like the problem with voice acting is like, it's kind of based off of stereotypes in some way with like, with the voices and the dialect and the tone. So it's like stereotypes in the voice. So when it's like you're doing this stuff and you're like, oh, this is something I noticed in the voice, you're like, am I offending them? Everything is racist. The YouTube video.
Huh? Why? Forget it, new guy. This one has no self-awareness. What? Now you're sounding just like Nico-san.
Oh my god, he did that for Aniki? I could totally see that though. Like, I could totally see like Aniki being like that in 10 years. Like, if things don't go right, like if all of his like life hopes and dreams just fall to the wayside. And that's just him in 10 years just like, yeah, things just didn't turn out. Aki had a much better life than me. Man, I feel like I don't do this enough justice like he does. But I guess that's what happens when you have more experience and more years of doing it than I have. I've only been doing this for like 5 months now. He's been doing it for like 3+ years. It's crazy. Guess what? I don't know if you heard, but... What? I'm waiting for you to tell me. I'm super curious. Back to the reading. You'll probably say it. Akira, I'm watching you. You don't need to rub it in. In the homecoming make of Waranatsu, Shun is no longer Shotobe. Yeah, I saw that. Like, that's what I was watching. Like, I've kind of skimmed through the last 2 episodes, but yeah, I've been watching those episodes, and I really love how Shun is, like, actually 18 and how everybody is actually an adult. Like, heck yeah. Like, before, it just felt like, yeah, they make more sense for people to be like different in age, kind of like how Echo's like TJ is like 2 years younger than the group, Flynn's like a couple years older than the 3 people in the group, or 3 or 4 people. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you make him 15 and he's, or was it 15 or like 13 or something? Like Shun is like super young in that original make, and it was like, it got very awkward. Like I watched the streams for Yuki when he did it. It didn't feel right to say like, yeah, he had, good character development, but I just thought it was really unnecessary the direction they took it with the sexual stuff. I mean, like, y'all know what I'm talking about. I shouldn't be around the bush, but yeah, the whole sexual stuff with him, like with that, I just felt like, oof. Like, I'm not sure if I'd classify it as, like, pedophilia because it's, like, it's only, like, 4 or 5 year age gap. Like, that's not, I wouldn't classify that as pedophilia. Like, if it's, like, 10 years plus and you're an adult and they're a child, yeah, I would classify that as pedophilia. It's, like, once you hit, like, 8th grade or 9th grade or 7th grade, kind of that 3-year range, then that's when it starts to become, like, less pedophilic. But, yeah, legally it is. But... personally, I think morally, yeah, it's like anything younger than that, like middle school and below, back off. But yeah, even in high school, it's like, you don't want to do that just for the emotional sake, too. Like, in addition to how it's like, there's a lot more connotations. We don't want to get into this topic, but yeah, I love my conclusion is I love how Shun is 18. I love seeing him as an older version and just how he would look as an older person. Like, I love seeing how it's like he would have matured from that younger June in the original. But yeah, he does a much better job at, you know, having those insecurities of, yeah, I'm kind of naive and quirky, but I'm also trying to be the adult. I'm trying to be more mature, but he's still small and short. Yeah, might as well get back to the reading, so... Next line. Really? Some people think rubbing is the best part. Come on, why you gotta be throwing these double entendres? The twins and the fox all groan in response to my dirty little joke. June, on the other hand, stands in his spot looking confused. What do you mean? Oh god. You don't want to know. Huh? Just take our word for it. It was awful. Sheesh, tough crowd. I don't think there are many people who'd have found that funny. Jeez, all three of them are glaring at me. Fine, I get it. I won't make jokes like that anymore. You guys don't have to look at me like that. Can we just go back to our previous conversation topic? I think I'd like that. Agreed. I'm fine with that. What were you guys talking about before I showed up? We talked about a lot of things. It was mostly games and food. We also talked about Vixen, about what Europe was like. Not that it was a very interesting conversation. It was very interesting for me. Of course it was. You're so easily excited of watching paint dry might... You're so easily excited that watching paint dry might be interesting for you. Oof, I feel ya. So, the conversation is about games, huh? What is it, some sort of game? I kinda wanted to talk about Europe a bit more, but everyone has already moved on from that. Like I said, there isn't much to tell. It's different from Japan, sure, but that doesn't make it interesting. Of course you don't think it's interesting. You grew up there. I gotta agree with June on that one. There are a lot of things about our country that you consider super interesting when it's really just mundane stuff. I don't think that's true. I've seen you gawking at a vending machine once because of all the different flavors of sodas and snacks inside. Yep, let me tell you, Kit Kats. I low-key want to see all those different flavors here in America. Like, I love Kit Kats. And all we have here is just the classic milk chocolate brown or whatever. I think I may have seen white once before, but I don't think I've really seen any other color of Kit Kats in my life. Maybe orange, if anything, but I don't think I think I may have heard of it, but yeah. We need more Kit Kat flavors here. What? You saw that? Nope, but now you're admitting that you've done it. The fox's cheeks immediately flush red. He stares at me with a gaping jaw. Foreigners, they're all the same. It's also interesting looking at... Hold on, let me see. Somebody asked me a question first. How are you? I played volleyball. Oh yeah, I gave you a little shout out, but the stream was all laggy and stuff. Yeah, MK, like I said, use your volleyball knowledge that I've given you to destroy them. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that Victor was actually, I think he was an OC requested by Baskets X, I think it was. Like, I know it was somebody who like supported him on Patreon and got like that tier to like add a character in the game, but as I remember according to the stream, so I can't guarantee if I'm saying I think, but yeah, I think it was from the stream with Decker, Link, and Basket that Basket confirmed that Victor was, you know, a character requested to be put in the game by his ex, or now so his ex, but it's kind of funny, like, looking at some of the days when we played with, like, day 15 and 16 with Keisuke, because then Victor was in that day with him. I think we just got up to 15. There's no 16, but yeah, it was day 15 when we were going with him to, like, the temple or whatever, and then he gets, like, bad luck or something, like he gets, like, a card that's, like, bad luck, and I'm like, that's a little way of getting back at him. Like, it's kind of cheeky, like, a little tongue-in-cheek, but it's, like, you know, it's nothing toxic. I kind of like that if you do something like that, just to kind of a little poke fun at it. But, yeah, it's kind of fun. Oh, and also, I'm looking at this right now. June is supposedly 5'9" canonically. From this view, looks like Victor is about 5'10". His shoe size is only an 8. That should not be real. Like, I know some people will have smaller feet, but God, a size 8 foot for a 5'10" person, like, I think that's kind of an anomaly. But for me, I'm like almost 5'10", and I have like an 10 and a half shoe size. I would think if you're if you're like 5'10", yeah, that should be your shoe size. Yeah, it should be more of an 11. If your shoe size is like an 8, as it said in like the Keisuke routes, then you would be more like 5'8" or 5'7", I would think. Like, you'd be shorter than June, I think. But who cares? Size doesn't matter. Nika-san, that was kind of mean. You think so? I thought it was hilarious. It was pretty clever of you to trick him like that. Ow! Gin elbows his brother in an effort to get him to stop talking. Don't you start. Jeez, you're so sensitive. Ow! Jeez, this is like an abuse session. I could just see like Gin just getting up on the desk and just like slapping and just beating the crap out of his brother. Like, I can imagine everybody else just walking in going, yep, he deserved it. Like, Jin low-key just deserves this half the time. Chef-kun sighs, rubbing the back of his neck and looking away. Jeez, I can't believe I fell for such a childish trick. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. A lot of people are awed by different things. Anything that isn't common in your country can be shocking to you, even if it's pretty commonplace for us. What, you mean you don't have 44-ounce drinks? What? That's such an American thing. Like, honestly, like, that's one of the things I noticed, like, with, like, America is, like, a lot of things, even though Americans will complain about, oh, my size for the meal or for the food I got is too small for, like, my 1 burger and fries. I need it to be 2 burgers or whatever. Like, we tend to proportion our food sizes, our serving portions. Like, I went to like Sonic, I think it was, the other day. Sonic. Yeah, and like, we didn't have one locally, but I was coming back from like a road trip, and I go in there and I order like a frozen lemonade, like, you know, kind of like a slush lemonade. I love frozen lemonade like that, where it's like more slush like that. But yeah, either way, I end up getting like the biggest size they had, and I was like, oh, they have this size called a Route 44. I didn't think much of it. I'm like, I'll get a Route 44. I'm just gonna assume it's just like, you know, slightly bigger than the large, maybe like 24 ounces or something. This thing is 44 ounces, and it barely fits in my cup holder. Like, you got the little bottom part to fit in your cup holder, and it just goes wide as it gets like taller. And this thing was huge. Like, it was a 2-hour drive from when I got it back home, and I was still drinking it when I was at home. Like, this was, like, it was filling, man. I'm telling you, like, Americans complain about, you know, too big of portions. We gotta take that stuff for granted. Like, even when I went to this, like, one Pokeball place that was, like, in the local area, people were complaining on the reviews for it on, like, Yelp or whatever. This place serves too small proportions. Everything's too small. It's for subpar quality or whatever. I go to the place, and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of smaller than other places I had, but it's not that bad. I mean, like, it tastes good, and it was, like, the proportions were, I would say, more European, I'd probably say, in size. Like, it was more of, like, an in-between. Like, the large would be probably what we would classify as Americans as a medium, but yeah, it just felt like something where it wasn't overdoing it, but the stuff they had was, like, quality. And I had gone in, like, right when they opened just because I was on my way home at that time. And, it's, like, quality over quantity, guys. I probably think that was, like, my favorite local Pokeball place in the area. Like, there's other places that do really good stuff, like, the closer you get down towards the coast and stuff, like, your Santa Monica's, your, I don't know, Long Beach's, your San Diego's, Oceanside, maybe? I'm trying to think what else is, like, on the coast everywhere else. Santa Barbara, every California coast in the SoCal area. What else is there? But yeah, it's like, that's how, you know, Pokeballs kind of work with, like, that stuff. I think Irvine is close enough to the beach, I would say. I went down there once. They had some pretty good stuff. But I think I got it more in Anaheim. Yeah, this is a weird tangent that I got on, but yeah, SoCal problems. Gotta find that perfect Pokeball place. Alright. Yeah, I like good old-fashioned lemonade too. Yeah, I really love lemonade in a lot of different ways. My little trick for you guys is to go to, like, In-N-Out or whatever if you're near one of those, or any place that has pink lemonade and Dr. Pepper, and then do 2 parts lemonade, 1 part Dr. Pepper, and it's, like, kind of like a tea. It honestly kind of tastes like an Arizona tea to me. And I kind of like it. It's like you got a little bit of that fizz, you got that lemony kind of taste mixed in with it. It's my recommendation. I think I should have a name for it, but you guys call it what you want. So after this long tangent, where are we in the reading? Oh yeah, back to the reading. Maybe, but that was still too stupid a trick. How did I manage to fall for that? Well, people don't usually expect me to be sly. Nika-san, did you just admit that other people think you're dumb? Shut up. Got him, June. I would totally high-five you right now through the screen. Talk about instant karma. Not really. As far as sass goes, that was pretty tame. Well, sorry if I'm not used to being witty all the time. No, you've got a sharper tongue than you realize. I do? How clueless can you be? By the way, Victor-kun, I remember you asking about good restaurants in the city a few days ago. Oh, Wolfstar says he'll try it sometime. I think it's the other way around. It may be 1 part lemonade, 2 parts Dr. Pepper instead. You could try it either way, like 1 part of lemonade or the 1 part Dr. Pepper. You could try reversing those two, like either way, I think it's still fine. You can even go half and half if you want, but as long as it's not like 3/4 or like 80%, then it's like not enough to change it. But yeah, you gotta get that golden ratio. So, huh? Yeah, I did. To a group of freshmen in the cafeteria. How do you even find out about that? He has an information network in place, so he always is informed when people talk about restaurants or food in the school grounds. It's frightening. What? Seriously? Excuse me. Chef-kun, eyes go wide in complete and utter shock. I think the most shocking thing is that the fact that a guy his age would believe such a ridiculous tale. Of course not. I was just sitting on a nearby table when you asked them. How can you even believe something like that? Jin doubles over in a bout of roarish laughter, gasping for air as it continues on for quite some time. Chevkun stares at him with an offended pout, his cheeks tinted red. This is the second time you guys have made a fool out of me. Sorry. You just really struck me as the kind of idiot who'd fall for a stupid story like that. Hey! Takes one to know one. Oof! High five, June. Through the screen. Hey! Oh, now you're offended. He's not wrong there, Jin. Not you too. You guys really make a fuss out of nothing. That's true. Can we get back to the conversation I was trying to have? No sidetracking this time, Jin. Making sure I don't sidetrack now myself. Would you like to have that green tea Kit Kat? I would like to try that actually. I need to look up what the flavors are of Kit Kats. Honestly, like I want to just like low-key ship some like to my house someday and just like do a little kind of taste test with them. Just so I know. I mean, just get off that my bucket list. I can't speak English. Just to get that off my bucket list. Apologies if I do that sometimes and don't correct myself. My brain is weird sometimes. That's sometimes how it be. Just how it be. Geez, sorry. I was just trying to have some fun. God knows you can go on forever when you start talking about food. With the way these two bicker, it's hard to believe that they're actually close. Either way, I have some restaurants, not restraints, I can recommend if you want. I know a ton. That's true. Gin actually runs a mini food blog in the school's website. It's pretty popular too. Hell yeah, I'd be down to see that. Wow, that sounds super cool. You're easily impressed, aren't you? Like you're one to talk. Well, I think I might as well listen on this conversation too. I'll write down the ones that sound nicest so I can go when I've saved up the money. Okay, let me see. Where do I start? 3 hours later. The bell rings to signal the end of lunch break. Wow, did I really go on for that long? It was really informative. Yeah, for sure. Now I'd be able to eat something other than convenience store meals. Oof, I feel you there though. When you're too indecisive, or not insecure, when you're just too indecisive with your meal choices to make a solid meal that you just rely on instant meals. It's so me right now. It's like, gotta learn to grow up and use recipes for once. But it's like I get too lazy to like go and open up the dang recipe book. But it's also because it's like, my family has like 10 of them. So it's like, what do I choose from? What do I feel like eating? I low-key feel like I just need to have that as like a parting gift or whatever, just to have one book for this, just so I don't get overwhelmed by it. Like I really have fun cooking when I have the stuff and the ingredients and know what I'm doing. I'm just terrible at getting motivated. It's just tragic. Like that's just my downfall with like everything right now, just the motivation to do it. I need more friends to motivate me. In that case, I need to motivate myself to get more friends. Can't it just be like that? Oh, too bad you can't go to 7 to 11, or you can't go to 7-Eleven. I was thinking like I started the stream at 7. That'd be funny if I go to 11. It's like I went from 7 to 11. Oh yeah, but I do go to 7-Eleven at times. Like, I low-key will just like swoop some Slurpees up and just... That's my one guilty pleasure from there. Like, I really don't go there much other than just to get a Slurpee. Maybe some candy or some Skittles if I'm really binging for it. But yeah, like I did that as a team tradition in high school with one of my club teams. We did that like after practice, like once a week. And we did that through like 2 or 3 months. And then that team, they were all seniors, they left, and I was only a junior. So it was like, that tradition pretty much ended after that. And I was still hooked on 7-Eleven Slurpees. So it was like, guess I'm hooked. So I will still frequent the place occasionally. Semi-occasionally or semi-frequent. So back to the topic. No sidetracking like Gin said. You could always cook for yourself. But I didn't get to eat yet. Something tells me I'm gonna have to go the rest of the day hearing you complain. My lunch. Sorry, big guy. I don't think anyone noticed the time passing. Yeah. Oh. Gin scowls, gritting his teeth. He's way too upset for just a missed meal. I have to admit, my stomach probably won't like me for this either. I was only going to have the cafeteria's nasty food anyway, so no real loss for me. Even if someone who just moved here already can tell our cafeteria food is bad, huh? Or did I read that right? Even someone who just moved here already can tell our cafeteria food is bad, huh? Well, yeah, that thing just looks and tastes foul. And here I thought he'd be glorifying it because it's real Japanese food. Honestly, I can imagine something that's like hardcore, like, you know, I know I'm stereotyping, but like, you know, the over exaggerated, like hardcore weeb that's like, I'm in Japan, and then just like goes to like a school like that, or goes to like, you know, just some random, you know, kind of Joe Schmo, like cafeteria food or something like that. It's like, I had Japanese food though. Oh God. Honestly, it's like, you look through things with like rose-colored glasses and nothing looks bad. I think there was like a BoJack Horseman quote or something like that I got it from. It was like, if you're wearing rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags. I really love that quote. It's just something I've kind of gone to learn about and just kind of realized, yeah, you need to just get over yourself sometimes and just not have that stuff, you know, completely deter you or swerve you one way. I guess foreigner stereotypes aren't always correct. Oh yeah, my high school lunches. It wasn't great. I only had it like 1 year and I only got the salads there. Cause I was healthy. Nah, but then after that it was like, you know, we got like off-campus passes for lunch and I would always go off campus. Like junior year, it was like I had a class after lunch, so I'd go off campus quickly to like, you know, maybe a McDonald's or like our local outlet that was next to the school, or should I say like 3 minutes away because it was like 2 blocks away. So we had to walk that thing or like make sure you drive quickly and get in and out quickly. But yeah, there weren't that many options because we were like kind of niched in a corner for some reason. Like the only places near us were like McDonald's and like 3 expensive like high-end fast food places, like, you know, not even fast food, but it was just like you know, kind of the high-end hipster type of restaurants where it's just like, why is it $13 for this or something like that, where you're like, why is it $6 for this one item? And it's just like, you know, a tiny like little baby proportion. Ironic how I talked about like the European like proportions and I complained about that, but yeah, it's like some of the sizing of that was just incredibly ridiculous at this one place. But they had some dank lemonade, like I said. Yeah, and then senior year was like, just got off campus, so I'm like, I could go wherever I want. It would just drive anywhere. So yeah, guess the stereotypes aren't always correct. Also, he'd probably hit me if he knew I was mentally stereotyping him.
Come on, bro, let's head back to the classroom. We have at least 5 minutes before class starts. You can eat at least part of your food.
But I won't be able to buy the cafeteria's yakisoba bread.
Seriously, why do you even want that thing in the first place? It's horrible.
Bye! The two walk out of the room whilst bickering about the food once again. Why is it that whenever these two are fighting, the subject is almost always food? I've been asking myself this question for years now. It's like the only thing they can't agree on. I should probably head back too. There isn't much to do until the teacher comes back anyway.
Ah, wait!
June calls out to the fox as soon as Chevkun begins walking away. Yes? Do you need anything?
No, I was just wondering if you'd like to come over here after class and watch me rehearse.
I don't think I've ever heard June inviting anyone other than me to watch him rehearse. It was so intimate before. Somebody's jealous. Hell, he even makes a fuss when I try to suggest I watch him. Am I being replaced? Chevkun scratches his chin as if considering the proposition. He then opens his mouth in a huge smile. Sorry. Maybe later. I'm still trying to get settled in and there's a lot of things I need to do. I have a pile of homework that needs doing and I haven't even finished unpacking all of my stuff yet. Man, you've been here for over 2 weeks. How haven't you unpacked yet? That would probably be me though. Like low-key, it was like I evacuated for like the fire in November, get back, and it's like for the next month, I still like pick out my clothes from like my duffel bag I packed everything in. Like I just had no priorities.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how come it's like big people equals low voice? Well, I feel like with a bigger body, it's like, you know, you have like more of a bigger, like, you know, kind of diaphragm, a more, you know, you have more kind of, you know, room or volume, I'd say, maybe in your body to kind of project and, yeah, kind of project a deeper voice. I feel like maybe it's some of that, and then like also just, I think also too with big people, I shouldn't say like bigger people, that's kind of, oof. I mean, but you know, I mean, yeah, bigger characters, like, you know, high, whatever, like, you know, just, you know, overall, you know, not your small or medium sized characters. I would say, like, you know, your bigger characters tend to have, you know, maybe like lowering of there's Adam's apple and, you know, just also less stretching in their voice. Like some people can, like, you know, go from low to high, kind of like this or something like that. Like there, I couldn't really, like, I'm kind of one of those people where, even though I'm more of a medium or average size actually, that I don't have that vocal range. And I think that's with more bigger people. Like I've hung around a lot more, you know, with volleyball players, like they tend to be bigger. So I've been around a lot of people like that and they tend to be like that. Like maybe some of them will have like more softer or slightly higher voices, but it's never like, you know, kind of high, like a June type of voice, or I don't know, like I can't really think of any like high pitched voices because I've only really watched Decker Link recently. Maybe like a Yuki Kuki would be a good example for, like, you know, look at those other voices. Honestly, it's like also part of the reason is just I just don't have much of a range. I try my best, guys, but you know, I see more characters like that. Like I just think bigger characters will tend to have that voice, unless it's something like they are described as a higher voice. Like it's a weird topic to go on. How long have I been doing the stream? It's like 3 videos and like this one's on an hour and a half. Victor better not be trying to take away June. This love needs to happen. Oh, don't worry. Wait for this line. Sorry, June. I'll make sure to watch some other time, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, nah, he ain't gonna swoop in on June. At least I don't think he swings that way. The fox leaves the room as well, leaving June and I alone inside. So you want Chev-kun to watch you rehearse? Gotta say, I'm a bit surprised. I don't think I've ever seen you invite anyone before.
Yeah, I felt a bit weird, but I'm kind of worried about him.
Worried? Why?
He doesn't interact much with the people in our class. I can kind of understand that.
Sorry.
Most of the people there have known each other for years, so it's hard to find a group to hang out with.
Oh shoot, did I just skip a line? I was like looking away. Well, wait, well, guess back to the grinder. Yeah, well, I guess we're back to the grinder today. Wow, I never took him for the type to worry about things like this. You're a lot more mature than you look.
Why do I feel like that was supposed to be an insult?
It's not. Don't worry about it. I just never really thought you'd be the type to worry about other people.
What? Of course I do. What do you take me for? If I don't worry about others, then I'm some sort of psychopath.
Oh, kudos for knowing the word psychopath, but I'm pretty sure you used it wrong. I think you're exaggerating a little tiny bit there, but I see your point. Derp, man, that's an interesting theory. He's most likely going after Saya-chan. Oh, come on. You got me there. You pranked me. I've been bamboozled. But honestly, yeah, it's really interesting because if you look at the Keisuke route, it's like, yeah, he hangs out there with them. I kind of want to see that blossom. I'm so hoping that the Keisuke characters come back together, you know, to affect the other characters' roots, like Shuichi's and June's. Do you know how much everybody here, including me, wants to see Alex in the other roots? Like, even if it's just like, oh, coincidence, like, we're going out to have fun or do something, but Alex can't let Keisuke be on his own. He's gotta protect him. Then, you know, we gotta have one of those moments happen. Like, low-key, that'd be so great. So, back to the reading. Oh my god, somebody wrote an Alex x Victor story. Damn, you guys are so juicy. Man, I remember you guys were shipping me with Alex. That was so funny. But yeah, still, I just didn't think you'd pay enough attention to notice that kind of thing, that's all.
Again, I feel like I should be insulted.
Sorry. Is it alright if I come watch your rehearsal later, or was that offer just for Chev-kun?
Of course not, Nico-san. I love I love having you around while I practice. You're always welcome to come watch.
The romance, it continues. Damn, saying something like that while making a face like this is a low blow. I say what you did there. Thanks. I'll make sure to swing by later. We should probably head back now, though.
Okay.
Why is my heart racing? Alright, so we get the same dialogue twice in a row. How coincidental. So, oh wow, popped us right to the character select. Well, I guess. I can scroll back one. Maybe? No. Scroll. I'm stuck. Whatever. I already saved it beforehand. So... Wait. Did somebody ask if this is a dating sim? Yeah! To be blunt, I would say that this game is like... Probably like 60... I would consider it 60 or 70% like... Heck, maybe even more like 2/3 like story driven and like actually plot driven behind Nico and all the characters like strifes and struggles, and the other 1/3 is like the dating and then getting to know your romantic partner better. Like even when you're dating, it feels like they're both mixed in because like you guys are learning more about each other. You guys have a story you're expanding. This doesn't feel like, oh, I'm dating somebody. It's like, oh, these are good facts, I guess, but it's not really driving me anywhere much. I honestly originally would have used extracurricular activities as that example, but the more you read it, the more you actually get into the days, you actually like start learning more about those characters. Even if it's like, you know, you're like 2 or 3 weeks in and it's like, oh, that thing we learned about him, or oh, that thing he likes is kind of come back to haunt him, or oh, that person we hated comes back to haunt him. Yeah. Honestly, most of these games are low-key just dating sims. The best, or not the lowest, the easiest ways to explain is to watch my other videos. Yep, that is right. So, I'm going to listen to a weird Russian song with a chicken man. Nah, the only Russian song I can think of is like the guy who was like, you know, the bald guy where it's like, he has that weird like helmet thing. It's like Seventh Element or Seventh Sense was like the band name or something. You know that one song where like the guy makes that like weird noise. I'm not sure if I want to do it, but this is interesting. But June's personality kind of explains me. Aw, how cute. So I'm just checking to see if I missed anything there. But I think I'm gonna have to stop the stream after I talk to you guys for a few minutes. I'm gonna have to take my dog out. Responsibilities. But yeah, I really had a fun time doing these next 3 days with you guys. We're halfway there now, so it's only gonna get more exciting from here, I think. Just another night for me. I know, it's so sad I have to end the stream. But I have to. I gotta do my personal responsibilities. If it's any consolation for you guys, Zillion is doing a stream right now. I can just hit that link up for you guys right now. But I love how I'm just like advertising some other like person I watch for my streams, but here it is. So yeah, if you guys want to watch Zillion, I just put it in the links here. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna take my dog out, and then by then it'll be like 10 o'clock, 10:30, and be too late to continue. Plus, I could just finish this tomorrow, guys. I could just finish the character select days, like, you know, tomorrow and whatnot, and just plow through those, and then just get the next day or two done, just as the new update comes out. I feel you, though. I feel you, lad. It's like one of those things where it's just like, you love them, but man, you're ruining my stream. You're breaking my, you're cramping my style, dog. 115 and insists on 3. Wow, that's really impressive, though. 3 walks for a 15-year-old dog? That's so cool. Alright, so yeah, it's getting pretty late. I have this entire 2-hour and 15-minute stream recorded in 1 bit, so I'm gonna re-upload this video once I end this stream here, or once I get back from taking my dog out. And then yeah, just basically just re-upload, so it's 1 full video. normally once I get Premiere back and work that out with my computer specialist, I could finally edit my videos again. Like, you wonder why I'm just doing streams only. That's kind of, like, that's most of the reason. Like, I really don't have much time to do streams, like, to do edited videos and stuff like that, unless it's for a specific reason. But, yeah, the other half of it is just, I just don't have the software for it right now, because at first it kept lagging and kept crashing on me. And then the trial for it ended, which I didn't expect it to have a trial. I thought, oh, it already was given to me. I had to do this thing with Photoshop. I fixed it. I thought that was for all my Adobe apps. Turned out it was just the drawing apps and stuff and the design apps. And then the production apps were separate. Ugh. So, am I going to stream tomorrow? I'm going to try and stream tomorrow afternoon, I think. And I think that, I'm not sure when, like, you know how it's like, if anybody watches the football, the sports, the football. Yeah, if anybody watches, like, football or NFL or anything like that, like, a lot of people, you know, in SoCal are LA Rams fans, and that game's gonna go on tomorrow. I don't know what time, but if it's in the afternoon, hopefully my family ain't going crazy about that. Like, I'm gonna be in my room doing this stream in the afternoon, and if any, like, loud noises come in the background, expect that. So probably, like, yeah, afternoon, maybe like 1 or 2 is my guess. You know how I am with being terrible with giving you set times, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so good night 111, and good night to everybody else as I get to the end of the stream. Yeah, and have a good day, Derpman. So that is all I have for today, and until next time, take care, guys.